Shalom, shalom. Call halalim la Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that preach this truth throughout the four corners of the globe, which going to allow us the freedom to do so daily. Shalom, shalom. All right, and it's your brother Shamaria from the GMS Cleveland branch, coming back with another lesson. Lord willing to be edifying and exhorting to those who can receive it in the Akim, in the body, all right, in the brotherhood, man. All right, and basically, man, just going into increasing in faith, all right, and how that's going to save us. You know, when you increase in faith, you increase in your works, you increase in brotherly love, you increase in alms. You know, you may fast more, okay, and the Lord deals with you, you know, on a higher level due to what? Your faith being increased. Sometimes the Lord, you know, may show you things to increase your faith. You know, when you're down low in the spirit, you may see chariots, or you may see, you know, brothers, okay? We read scriptures, that definitely boosts our faith, reading the scriptures, studying, learning breakdowns, you know. These are all things to increase our faith so that our works can increase as well, so that we can stay in this truth, man. All right, because it's a fight daily. But if your faith is not increasing, then, you know, basically you're not growing in the spirit, man. So this is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So faith is the substance of things hoped for. All right. And what do we hope for? We hope for spiritual things. We hope for everything that's according to prophecy. But we hope that we be saved, okay, when all of these things come to pass. We hope we be delivered. You know, we hope that we're of the elect. That's why we say hopeful elect, okay? But it's the beginning of the things that you hope for, man. When you go into that word substance, all right, it says, hupostasis.
Strong's G 5287. Hypostasis.
Yeah.
Hypostasis.
Hypostasis, that's the Greek word for substance. It says a setting or placing under, thing put under, substructure, foundation. All right, so that substance is talking about the foundation. Okay, it says that which has foundation is firm. And when you have foundation, when you're firm, that means what? That you're unmovable. And matter of fact, that brings me to a scripture right here, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. And when you have firmness, when you have substructure, when you have a foundation, that's what makes you strong. Okay, putting it in terms of boxing, your foundation is your feet. You know, that's the most important thing you have to learn in boxing is your foundation has to be strong. Your legs have to be strong. You have to learn footwork, right? You know, you have to have your feet, you know, planted a certain way, man. You know, so with that being said, it says faith is the substance of things hoped for. So it's the foundation of the things that we hope for. And through that foundation, we're able to be unmovable by Satan's tactics, all right, his temptations, by our flesh, you know, outside distractions and things of that nature. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. So it says be steadfast and unmovable, man. Like a tree. A tree is unmovable. Why? Because it's rooted within the ground. And that's how we have to be in this truth. We have to be rooted, all right, in the ministry, rooted in this word. Our faith has to be rooted in prophecy. All right. Our faith has to be rooted in our belief in Yahweh and Yahawashi. It says always abounding in the work of the Lord. So that means increasing, always increasing in the work of the Lord. But if your faith is increasing, that means your work is going to increase, man. So that means you have to increase in faith in order for your work to be, you know, abounding. You know, it says always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. And we do know that, man, because the promises, the covenants that's written in these scriptures, the prophecies, all right, the testimonies that's written in these scriptures, our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, all right, is the reason why we know our labor is not vanity. All right, we're not just doing this for no reason. There's a reward for this, man, for enduring to the end. For going out preaching, studying, reading, fasting, praying, giving alms, showing brotherly love. There's a great reward for this, man. Suffering righteously, enduring temptations and things of that nature. There's a reward, and we have faith that we're going to gain that reward. So going back to this definition for, substance, it says a substance. It says a substance, a real being, the substantial quality, nature of a person or thing. The steadfastness of the mind. We just read what it said, be steadfast, man. All right. It says firmness, courage, resolution, confidence. And that's what we put. We have confidence in these prophecies that they're going to come to pass. And we have confidence in Yahawashi. He's going to deliver us from these things, man. Firm trust, assurance. And how are we reassured? By reading the scriptures, by praying, by Akim comforting each other, man. So with that being said, I'm going to read it back. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So it's the evidence of the things that you can't carnally see, touch, hear. It's the evidence. Well, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that back. It's evidence of the things that you cannot see. All right. It's evidence of the things that, because we don't know if we're of the elect, man. We can't, see if we're literally of that number, But the thing is, we have faith that we are, because we're sincere. Brothers is sincere, and they're putting forth that work, man, which shows faith. Okay. And like I was saying, if you have faith in the Lord, your works are going to show how much faith you have. Whether you have to sacrifice something, your endurance in this ministry. Grab this in James real quick. James chapter 2, verse 14. What doeth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and hath not works? Can faith save him? And the answer is no. And there is no profit, man. Because you got a lot of Israelites, you got a lot of Jakes that do that. They say, well, I got faith in the Lord. I believe. But they don't have works to show that they believe. They're not doing anything about it, man. And you don't necessarily have to be, a prophet. You got brothers that's in this truth that are helpers of the prophets. That's a work. That's work, man. That shows faith and sincerity. It says, verse 15, if a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say to them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doeth it profit? And it profiteth nothing, man. Okay? And that's what you call Jake used a term in the word. A term in the world. That's what you call basically, just speak. Basically, you just talking to talk, man. I forget the certain term for it, Salakia, but that's Salakia. I really wish I had it to clarify and be more, fluent with it. But it says it's unprofitable, man. If you steady saying, you're talking a good game, but you're not doing anything. All right. So it's unprofitable. If you're not putting in action to show your faith, it's unprofitable. It says, verse 17, even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone. Right. And the scriptures talk about, they should be saved. Lord, well, I'm going to grab that too. Lord willing, we are the number. We're going to be saved by our faith and our works, man. All right. So you need, your faith shows forth your works. All right. And it's going to show if you're increasing in the spirit, because your work is going to show that if you're increasing in faith, So it says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by thy works. Because you can't show that you have faith if you don't actually, put it in action. If you don't actually do something about it, man. Okay. So we show our faith by our works. It says, yeah, that's pretty much it on that. I'm gonna grab this scripture right here in Second Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 6. I believe it's chapter 6. Or maybe 9. Is it? Salakia. Yeah, it's right here. I don't know how I missed it. Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved, well, I start at verse 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And that's how the Lord shows forth what? His power, his omnipotency, his unlimited power. All right, that's how the Lord shows that he is, So it says, verse 7, and everyone that shall be saved. So everyone is going to be saved from what? From the times that's about to come. Jacob's trouble. The destruction of Babylon. Everyone that's going to be saved. And it says, everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith. Why? Because faith shows your works is proof that you have faith, man. It says, whereby ye have believed. Okay. It says, it shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So the Lord sanctified those men from the beginning. Those men who are going to be delivered, saved, the elect, they always had the faith. And Lord willing, we be those men, man. We always had the faith. We was born with the faith, man. All right. That's why we're in our lot doing the same thing in this life. The scriptures say that the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophets, man. All right. So once again, faith is your faith is being shown through your works, man. All right. And if you're increasing in faith, you're going to increase in what? You're going to increase in wisdom. You're going to increase in your works, and it's just going to show for it, man. Matter of fact, let me grab this and I'll close it out. The perfect scripture. Matthew chapter 17. Verse 21. It says, howbeit this kind. Matter of fact, I'll just start at 20. I don't really want to go too long. My phone about to die. So just for time's sake, I'll go up a verse. It says, Matthew 17, verse 20. And Yahawashi said unto them, because of your unbelief. All right. Unbelief is what? Lack of faith. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, and the mustard seed is very small. It says a grain of mustard seed, man. Okay. So all it takes is you start out with a little bit of faith, but you have to increase in it, man. You can't stay at that same level that you once was when you first came in the truth. You have to increase in faith, right? And it's about to say that. It says, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove yence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Now, a mustard tree, when it's actually full grown, is very abundant, letting you know that you have to grow in faith, just like, a mustard seed would grow into a tree. It says, verse 21, it says, and nothing shall be impossible to you. Why? Because the scriptures say what? It says, through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, who strengtheneth me, I can do all things, roughly paraphrasing. And that shows what? Faith. Verse 21, howbeit this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting. So that's how you increase in faith. Prayer and fasting, man. That's the most quickest way to increase in faith. And the things that come with fasting are you have to be ready to take it on. More temptations, heavier temptations. Okay. So with that being said, man, that's pretty much the point. Increasing in faith is the goal. All right. Because you got a lot of Israelites who just about the work, law. It's all about the law. It's all about, and when Yahawashi came on the scene, he was saying, look, your faith through me is the way to the kingdom. Your faith in me, you know, in my Father, Yahweh, that's the way to the kingdom. If you really have faith in Yahawashi and Yahweh, you have faith in the prophecies, the word, which is, you know, Yahawashi is the word made flesh. So with that being said, if you have faith in, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, then guess what? Your works are going to show for it, you know? So with that being said, Lord wanted an edifying lesson. First and foremost, you know, speaking to myself, all right? And call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. Once again, double honor to our apostles, elders, great millstone, who are well within his ministry. Shalom, Awathalababal.